Bruce Cameron and his wife Yvonne are sheep and beef farmers who live in Glen Murray. They need to drive their stock up the road from paddock to paddock. At the moment, Bruce and Yvonne can drive their herd hassle-free from the bottom of the hill to the top. In a few months' time, if the bylaw is supported, it's going to cost them to get a permit to do exactly the same thing. Farmers on the south side of Franklin, who are now in the Waikato, are frustrated and unhappy.
Council staff will come out and assess the individual circumstances and conditions of each applicant. They'll then decide whether whether they'll approve that or not.
The livestock movement bylaw has been in the Waikato for 5 years now, and the new Waikato farmers see it as unnecessary and costly.
Any expense is unwelcome, and I see it as unnecessary when the system that's here at the moment has worked fine for the last 30 or 40 years.
Auckland Federated Farmers President Wendy Clark says the bylaw is unclear.
The starting point is that everyone's entitled to use the roads. By the same token, councils have the right to manage the use of those roads, but they've got to be reasonable about it. They have to ensure that they don't exercise too much discretion, so the rules have to be really clear.
The Waikato District Council feels the permit system is beneficial for the community.
It's safe for all road users and farmers as well. At the moment, the proposed bylaw is based more on the Waikato District bylaw, which has also been in place for 5 years and has had very good uptake, and the Waikato District has been very satisfied with it.
Wendy disagrees.
Waikato farmers are really unhappy with the situation. Not one of them would speak today on camera because they were afraid that they would be targeted by council. After listening to their stories, I thought their fears were really well-founded.
Bruce Cameron says the council is dictating what can and can't be done.
Dairy farms and the sheep and beef properties, it's been built on the rural industry, and that's why we probably have great difficulty is comprehending why the council are now coming in to try and micromanage, our operations.
The bylaw means no hooves on the road without a permit, and for farmers that hardly drive stock, it means a costly and bureaucratic exercise.
I shift my stock on the road occasionally. It's not an everyday occurrence, it's once or twice a month. At the moment, nothing much has changed, but it's what Waikato District are proposing that's worrying.
Glen Murray farmers say history has seen no accidents when drovers are in control.
We've never had an accident, had any issues with our stock movements on the road, and I consider myself a competent farmer. I've managed fine so far, and it's in my best interest to look after my stock and my staff and to make the road safe for any motorists.
Farmers are unsure as to what the fine print for the bylaw is.
There's quite vague conditions attached to the permits. A lot of it's up to council discretion what you've got to do.
On the 8th of April, the Waikato District Council received 120 submissions against the bylaw. The council says farmers will know its decision on the 22nd and 23rd of June. Scott Milligan, Country 99 TV News.